Welcome to my anti-Coviet lemonade stand. Anti-Coviet lemonade stand, I hear you cry. What the hell is that? Well, 16 months ago, the Coviet Union dashed away my career and handed me a bunch of lemons. And as I've said before, when the Coviet Union gives you lemons, don't just make lemonade. Construct a bespoke lemonade stand and start knocking out artisan anti-Coviet lemonade. Here is my lemonade stand. It's called Rise Above. By the way, we also serve rabbit too.
Sorry, the Prodigy. What's your take on the lead singer? Do you think he was a shaman? Do you think there's something more than what the media told us about the whole story?
You know, that whole shaman thing through rave culture. It's because the beats are tribal. The beats are transcendent. And when you listen to that type of music, you need a shaman or an MC to guide you through that metaphysical, that sonic landscape.
I'm a lifelong student of the occult, searching for verses locked in a vault, yearning for scriptures hidden in a tomb, burning pictures in deep catacombs, learn the prophecy buried in dirt. That's why Double L's heavy with words, draw for the sword, bury them first, samurai tongue, severing nerves.
Well, it's not a coincidence if you watch the Matrix movies. You've seen the parts where they have the dance, like they have a rave, don't they?
I wish Homer Beats was here to talk about this. He'd be great to talk about this, man. When I did my degree at university, I managed to write my dissertation on dance music culture, rave music culture, and its impact in the UK. So I actually studied rave culture academically.
Focus, intent, remember, execute, manifesta, fires the system that he presents from. Inner guardians, inner protector, inner guardians hidden within, deeper than flesh, deeper than skin. The room goes quiet when the drop of a pin is loud in your ear, mate. Now we begin.
But the origins of dance is meant to be it's a sacred ritual where you don't dissipate your energy, you actually cultivate it through movement, through abandonment. Yeah, it's a recharge.
Observing a group experience of people coming together and dancing in a way that they would lose themselves within the collective, but it would be akin to a spiritual experience.
Break it down to the first principle, apply trivium, analytical, quadrivium, metaphysical, never horizontal or literal. We're ascending, not traversing, in a standing without rehearsing. Feed the parasite, serve the serpent, save your essence from eternal thirsting.
I've got a bar about it. That's why the massive rave together in hordes to feed off the energy source. A crowd of people moves to the music in sync. That creates an aura beyond what you think.
A brand new earth is emerging, while the evil energy serving the demiurge is determined to drain your soul with guilt and burden. Cruel nursing, no reversing, a sack of moon fertilizer bursting. You've got to put the work in away from this message MCs are shirking.
And that was something that I wrote based on what I'd studied from what rave culture is, that it was about exactly the same reason that tribes and occult groups would dance to these tribal repetitive drum beats, which is essentially what rave music is.
Nowadays everybody wanna chat. Nowadays everybody wanna spit. Nowadays everybody bum wax. Nowadays everybody wanna mix. Nowadays everybody wanna chat like they got stories to tell. Same old crap when they touch the mic, they all sound like shite. These motherfuckers out there, they forgot about L.
Got the opportunity to be on stage in front of thousands of people, but I'd studied this stuff before, so I took that knowledge, that discipline, that understanding with me, and I always treated it like a martial art. Take them on a journey. That was always my aim when I would always go and perform.
I oppose all Coviet forces. They can come with their tanks and horses, driving 33 of Bill Gates' Porsches. Rise Above is a mental fortress. The moat's deep, the walls are enormous, built of knowledge of multiple sources. You can't storm us, not climbing the pile of glorious corpses.
Entheogenic drug use, like MDMA, like LSD, like psilocybin. People that live through that generation where those type of drugs were very commonplace are going to be, by default, having a conscious shock.
Yo, let me welcome you to the Coviet Union. Human rights, you're losing them. Young minds, we're abusing them, grooming them with that toxic pollution.
Because I'll say it right now, the first time you get a really good hit of MDMA, that is a conscious shock. That will change you. It can. I've seen it change people. I sound like Brian Harvey now.
Had to get that off my chest. Gosh.
But for me, that's what 90s rave culture was all about. It was a kind of sort of techno, urban, sonic shamanism.
Yo, it's all Schwabian and Malthusian. It's like problem, reaction, solution, isolation and seclusion, fourth industrial brain transfusion, a self-sustaining collective illusion. Yeah, they're trapping themselves in a show like Truman. It's kept in check by Karen and Susan. What? Don't let the Soviet Union grind you down. Welcome to Rise Above. Welcome to Rise Above, everybody.
Can Jason speculate as to how this technology is being hidden from us? For example, is there some kind of cloaking device active that creates the sky? In your opinion?
Okay. I'm going to tell you that even the elite have been researching this question. This is what Operation Fishbowl was about. These were about the different operations that were going on in the late 40s, 50s, and 60s. Listen, this isn't something the elite control. They fear the Phoenix phenomenon. This is something far deeper than anything the establishment has been able to put together. Instead, they have been researching this for so many thousands of years or rotations through this sim cycle that even today they can't control it. So what do? They hide underground. They go back to the same facilities they're always going back to over and over and over, where libraries, innovations, engineering, technological devices from past resets are all stored, and they bring them back up. And every 138 years, they go into hiding because they don't know if it's going to be a big one. So he's asking a question that no one in this construct can really know about. The sky is simulated. But all the sciences of the past and today have still not been able to control this Phoenix phenomenon. It does what it wants to do. It is a hunter-killer virus to those that fear it, and it is absolutely invisible to those who don't. This is why I call it a phenomenon. It literally hunts frequencies, and if you're not on the frequency that it's basically playing hunter-killer at, then it totally disregards your existence. And this is why through all these resets, whole communities and colonies were absolutely oblivious to the fact that 40 miles away, an entire city just got laid waste. This has happened throughout the historical record over and over and over. The Phoenix phenomenon is discriminating.
It's almost
and
like
this tells you that it is a weapon designed intelligently, but it's not going after the meek. It's just like by the biblical verse, the meek shall inherit the earth. It doesn't seem to be going after the meek at all.
The first should be last and the last should be first. I've got this hashtag. No one got the memo, because we've like covered that high level Soviet ministers got Pfizer face, right? The digital minister for New Zealand, or one of the New Zealand counties or states or whatever they're called over there, got Pfizer face. The digital Soviet minister for Canada, Theresa Tang, I think that's her name. She got Pfizer face, and there was one other as well.
Justin Bieber, and his missus got Pfizer face, both of them. Or at least I read an article that said that. I don't know about the legitimacy, but it looks like Sadiq Khan may have suffered with coinciditis. Or
Did he not get the memo?
Or climate change, as it said. Look at that.
Careful.
It says climate change literally just right under his head. Is that like? Yes, he suffered a while at the COP26 climate change conference.
Well, he was so shocked. He was so shocked at the apocalyptic future that climate change is going to inflict upon humanity, and that his only way out was to just bow out and die.
Because I guess inside the conference there was no actual climate change, but he was showing graphs and figures So is that like passive climate change? Like, you know, you die from passive smoking. okay, if climate change can give you coinciditis, right? Well, what about if you like see the effects or like the secondhand effects of climate change, then you get like passive climate change coinciditis. Who knows? But yeah, no one got the memo. Who are some other good examples we can think of?
We've got 3 emails here.
All right.
One's from me. So we've got Bruce. He's saying, can't believe no one's emailed in. So I'm saying, hi guys, hope you're all good. Thanks, Bruce.
Big shout out to Bruce.
We've got Lee. He's emailed, I'll have one if you get this. My phone won't let me do multitasking.
Oh yeah,
well, respect, love your work.
Ask him if he wants Ryan Sanders or Terra Slim.
Okay, I'll email them back. Well, I mean, they're listening, guys. Which one do you want? Well, it's one each, isn't it?
Lee
what about me? I've emailed in as well. I said I deserve the CD because I'm the only peasant who's emailed in. But obviously, that's,
you were too late. Someone beat you.
That's all right. That's fine. So they get one each.
Time.
They get one each. Look.
Fucking time waster.
Yeah, peasants.
Who are some other good examples of high-level people that didn't get the memo? I can think of one. The Queen, the Princess of Thailand.
I was literally just going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, the King of Thailand.
Wow, we've got a live meme here from Auntie Koviet.
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You'll like this.
How did it come?
I'm gonna ping it. It's on my Facebook. I'm gonna send it over to yours.
Yeah, send it to my Facebook.
This is hot. This is.
We love it. So.
There we go.
Oh, stop! No, no.
Wow, this is great work, Auntie Koviet. Top marks again.
Wait a minute.
Let's get that up.
I don't know if I like
Let's broadcast this.
Is that me as old school? Is that old school
That's David Icke, yeah.
Oh my God. I thought it was Jimmy Savile.
No. It's David Icke. It's King David. This is Lance Icke.
This is like
David Murdoch. This is David Murdoch.
This is David Icke in 1991 on Philip Wogan.
Terry Wogan show.
I said Philip Wogan. I'm thinking it's Philip Schofield too much. Oh, Auntie Koviet, what an honour. What an honour. Thank you so much. Because this is David, or King David, in his turquoise stage, as it's known.
Hi, I'm Double LMC. You probably know me from such productions as Rise Above Live on a Friday night, or the infamous Serco speech. But I'm not here today to warn you about the Coviet Union. I'm here to tell you about an exciting new product from Roots Brands Wellness. It's called Zero In, fully approved by Inspector Veg and the FDA. In each of these organic capsules, it's packed with essential vitamins, minerals and nutraceutical berry extracts plucked from the organic peasant sphere and mixed together in an expert fashion to stimulate and invigorate your meat suit brain. These make your meat suit perform at absolute optimum level. Rise Above simply wouldn't be able to perform at the levels they do without these amazing capsules. 100% made from berries, vegetables, vitamins and minerals, these capsules stimulate the serotonin and dopamine production. They make you feel like a sexual Tyrannosaurus 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, 33 days a month. When I take these tablets in the morning, I feel like I can achieve at least 33% more. If you want to support Rise Above, you can purchase Zero In or other fantastic products from Roots Brands Wellness. Please use the link to support us. Packed with 33 essential ingredients plucked from the organic peasant sphere to nutraceutically boost your peasant meat suit. Get these capsules now, Rise Above. Must have been. I'm here at Ratri 2022 with none other than Inspector Veg. What are you saying, bro?
Don't eat that garbage, walk straight past it, look off the mind, start fasting. People are eating junk food and self-harming. Some drink sour sop tea, that's calming. The Friday night freak show is alarming. A little dinner but the devil seems so charming. Pushed off the lands into the quicksand, getting farmed by the farmers, keep on farming. I don't want to feel forms in, nah, that's boring. I'm tired of warring herbs in 1 minute. I'm getting more friend preach because of all the wars they're causing. A lot of people in the game all gone lame. Talking that climate change conforming to. Can't stop fighting, so much dark, so I bring the light in. Babylon's harsh, oh Babylon's frightening. When you hear my bar, something's igniting. Electric charge, perfect timing, having it large. When I bring the grime in, I can't stop rhyming. These grime MCs don't say much now, they're all miming.
That's what we're saying. That's how it goes down at Ratri 2020. Okay, Yo, allow me to elucidate while my DJ choose a break. If this is the final days, bruv, you better choose your fate. Or is it really love? What? Because we rise above, extinguishing the fear because the parasite can't get enough. That hungry little worm convinced the world they spread a germ. We know it's total lies, some people never learn. It's why we choose to rise, or we will miss our turn. The harvest well overdue, the crops are gonna churn. Reap what you sow, and keep what you know. Deep inside the mind is where you find the buried treasure, yo. Fear, the denying force until you choose to mount the horse. With the help of Master Lee, we see the triad from the fourth. Never cower under three-sided power. Be the man of the hour and just step up to their tower. It's double LMC, I'm doing this for decades. The apocalyptic pundit, I speak you through the wreckage. Salute the general or soldiers in your berets, beating up the parasite with wicked blows and melees. Your fucking appetite, we empty belly. Creeping like an error fight, rise above this red day. Yeah, what you saying? Is that worthy of the gosh? Gosh.
Before we look at the awful content of Clown World, we like to fire up a device called the catalytic converter. This piece of ancient Ramesh technology basically means that all of this terrible Clown World media, we can use it and fuel this machine to try and have some spiritual, or at least maybe not progression, but we can at least get some comedy out of it, right? Because at the end of the day, there is quite a lot of sludge. The people in the that are part of the cult, are putting the 33s there to take the piss out of us, or to signal, or just as part of the ritual to keep
when it might
going.
have been 28, they might be like, yeah, but just throw 33.
Or 40, or maybe 5.
Yeah.
You know, how do you know? They said 33 people were hospitalised, and there was
5,000.
Look, there might have just been 3 heart attacks, and then some other people went to the hospital. Oh, let's get a 333 in there just for good measure.
Yeah.
You know, you know how I understand this? It's because I do the same thing, but I use 33 for a different intent.
Of course.
You know, we're using 33 for positive manifestation. So I understand why you would want to chuck an extra 33 in there. It makes it more powerful if you're trying to achieve something.
Which we all know that's what the media does.
So Anita Beehole, how it works. Yeah, Anita B. This is another Anita Beehole story. Oh no, this is Horace Art Attack. I don't know. Okay, right. Okay, what's this next Clown World story we've got here? Where are we going? 230 people tuned in. Thank you for sticking with us. 2 hours into the show. The Daily Mail. Scientists are developing plants that can deliver the same Britney Spears arm spear technology used by Michelle Pfeiffer and moderate your RNA Coviot shots by being eaten. If you're not looking at the screen and you don't understand my code words, sorry, you need to look at the screen. Researchers are investigating ways to put Britney technology into Michelle Pfeiffer and moderate mRNA. Okay, this is not good news. They're putting it into plants. So basically, plants are now going to the Britney Spears concert to be upgraded for the 4th Industrial Revolution. And I guess by eating the plants. So, sorry, bad news, vegans. You keep having to go at carnivores for ingesting the whatever, the hormones. We've all heard the arguments.
Yeah.
Meat's got hormones in it. It's got growth hormones. You've seen what they've injected in the meat. Bad news, guys. It's in the vegetables too.
No, they're talking about injecting it in the mRNA in the meat as well, in cows.
I think that Billy, I wouldn't be surprised if that's past tense now.
Yeah,
my understanding is like by the time they're telling you that they're thinking about doing it. You've probably been ingesting it for a while. We found this out when we looked into the nanotechnology in food and in the food packaging, and most people have got no idea. It's been there since the late 90s.
The Schwab dust.
You know, there was a big stuff about a big old hoo-ha about GMO in food. We all remember it, right? We don't want GMO. So it was going on for years. GMO, no. In the courts, GMO, genetically modified, no. Where did you ever hear that about nano? Never heard it. Never once heard it.
Maybe the GMO was the distraction.
Absolutely, it was. Absolutely. Me and Omar Beats.
They're sliding in some nano.
We spent a good couple of evenings rabbit holing this hard a number of years ago, and we were going on about it to all of our mates. We were telling them it doesn't. They said, "Oh no, I only eat stuff from certain places. I don't go to the big supermarkets." We were like, "It doesn't matter. Any type of food that's been even the lowest form of processed, the grain or the oil could have nano. What was it called?
Smart dust.
Oh, it's sort of like basically smart dust.
Yeah.
Whether it was something to do with the preservation of the food on the surface of the containers, whether it was something to do with flavor enhancement, whether it's something to do, making the food last longer. It was basically in everything since at least the turn of the millennium. So that's the thing, that the smart dust, the Schwab tech. Unless you have literally been an Inspector Veg growing in your own vegetables, like purifying your own rainwater in soil that you've probably combed and got all the crap out of
Combed.
it. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm serious, because this stuff is everywhere.
But it's in the air as well,
It's
man.
literally in
They're
the rain.
spraying
It's
it,
literally
yeah.
in everything.
Like-
So
You
Yeah.
said before, didn't you? Like, it doesn't matter where you live. You've breathed. You've fucking.
It's
If you're
inside you.
breathing, you're ingesting the Schwab dust.
if you physically live anywhere in Clown World, it's already inside you. Jason Christoph made the meme on the right. Let's have a look. The TV told me if I eat bugs and enslave myself on behalf of the ruling 1%, the weather will get gooder. That's basically where we're at. You can't really argue with that logic with what's presented to us.
Just before we move on with Clown World, we've got some real nice messages.
Okay, let's have a read of the
So
messages.
Laura,
Let's read it out.
go on, you read it out. You save yourself.
Right, big up Laura. She's been watching us for a very long time. I believe she is from West Country way, so she's probably been following me since the Circo stuff. Big up Laura. She says, I might have had a drink, but I absolutely love you guys. Total bloody legends, as they say down in Kerno. Yep. It's been a lovely time here. It's been a lonely time here, so I'm feeling way better for Rise Above Live. Thanks, Laura. That means a lot.
It's cool,
Yeah.
right?
No, it is really cool. It
Yeah.
is really cool. And we do get a lot of messages like that. I would have gone mental if it wasn't for you guys. And I'm not going to lie. Over the last couple of years, a lot of the messages and emails have been a lot darker than I would have gone mental. And I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Maybe some people said they wouldn't have been here if they didn't have some sort of escape on a Friday night or a new community, a new group of friends.
Some people came very close to not being here, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're all sort of we feel very blessed and very fortunate to be able to give up a little bit of time during the week to provide this space for people that are literally immersed right up to their eyeballs in Clown World, but their head is Rise Above.
We're a nice break from Clown World, aren't
Yeah.
we? You can escape Clown World momentarily for a few hours a week.
Yeah, but let's address this right now, because what we're doing though, we're looking at Clown World and this stuff, but the reason we're doing it is because I talk about this recatalyzation. I think it's a very important process. You can't necessarily ignore this stuff. You can't just ignore it and let it go away. So maybe
Because they'll
that's
do it
why-
anyway. Do you know what I mean?
they'll do it anyway, and you'll still be bombarded with it, bombarded with it, whether you like it or not. So maybe that's why I'm getting this feedback. That we need to keep looking at the stuff, picking it apart, saying how ridiculous it is, because I think for some people it's very important for them to know that, oh fuck yeah, that's what I thought about it too. It's not just me.
affirmation.
While everyone else around them is going, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Cut your balls, your kids'
Masks at the
testicles
ready,
off.
body mutilation, fucking all the rest of it.
Yeah. Oh, should do this. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, for that one person.
Suicide injections.
Yeah, we don't. You know, we meet every week.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than once a week. You know, and we're.
I remember back in 2020 when we started doing the show. It was right in the middle of the COVID union's onslaught,
and everything
like
was
in the
different for
lockdowns and
us.
stuff. And like it was at the point when Lord Potato Head was putting out the warning like for 10 p.m. curfews and shit like that. That was being talked about.
Yeah, mate. I
And I
was
remember-
showing videos of people getting arrested.
Yeah,
going to the
I remember
beach.
coming round there like on a Friday night every night, and it was like set to be like a stealth mission in case the COVID Union fucking pulled me over on the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, my mum and dad's friends, they had their son come round to see them in their road. You know, they're all like 70 years old around there. He got arrested and fined for going to see his parents. And mum and dad were like, when you come around and see me, bring a bag and put some paracetamols in it. Say you're bringing
Medication.
It's like, no,
Just go around there.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So,
It's funny
yeah.
though, isn't it?
It is funny.
They
but-
actually went that far to fine you for going to see your own parents.
yeah,
I think
know.
that's fucking brilliant.
It is brilliant. It is funny, but we do have to remember that not everyone had that network around them to instantly be strong and say that's total bullshit. I'm not taking part. Because I remember, I'm not going to lie, in the first 2 weeks of the Soviet Union, when I was like wearing full hazmat suit because I thought there might be a Chinese bioweapon, right? I remember Pete was like coming around my house. He's like, yeah. I've been there and I've been doing this. I was like, what? And it's like, yeah, it's bollocks. I'm just carrying on as normal. And meanwhile, I had actually worn full rubber gloves to the
I remember. Huh?
yeah. And I was like, nah, mate. I know what the Chinese Communist Party is capable of. I have to be sure.
That's right at the start.
Yeah, no, that was like that was in March. Yeah, still in March. Rise above.
Oh gosh. Gosh. Original partnership upon the microphone, L Manic combination.
Yeah.
Fuck the pandemic, you don't know. We arise this.
We arises. And let me tell you how this all started. I hate to go back to first principles, but it's this. It started with, yo, step back 2 meters while the camera scanning your facial features says, warning spatial breaches, observe the government speeches, strict advice on daily releases, don't chill at the parks and the beaches, essential travel, they police it. We know the rules, but they still repeat it. Is this about a virus or is it a plot? What's the control and divide us? Is it a problem, reaction, solution? A manufactured crisis? Depopulate body baggers, biometric ID taggers, Gates Foundation, backs apparatus, sting through newborn skin like a cactus. Corona, the crown of your highness, the molecule inside your sinus. This ain't Wuhan bronchitis, it's the actors of medical mafia pirates. 3 million came from Obama, Dr. Fauci through Big Pharma. Move it to Wuhan, ring the alarmer. It's our virus, bruv, that's karma. Yo, Bill Gates made a prediction, Event 201 is not a fiction. He said 66 million die of corona affliction. Let me spread vocal wisdom, there's nothing social about a social distance. Minds are locked in mental prisons. I hope their sentence lessons well. They program fear, I'm trying to talk on the program here. 2030's 9 more years. Yo, UN wrote the agenda of one world government. Epicenter, your soul in your hole in your brain in the blender. Double L's real, I'm not a pretender. I've studied their methods. 20 years with my head in the records. 20 years I've been closely observing. 20 years with my ears to the ground. Sound predictions are made this time around. My mind never swayed. I've been preparing for this day. Had to get that out. I have been preparing.
From within 4 walls to behind closed doors, a power source steadily unleashing power dissipating from the epicenter. Double L, enter. Oh! To the lead, minute jump, from the back to the front, for the bass, it's gonna pump, double assist, it's what you want. To the lead, minute jump, from the back, front, back, bass, pump. This is what you, hey!
This is what you're, yo, with solidarity and cohesion. Together resist their lesion. I never stop, Will, I'm still breathing forever. I said solidarity and cohesion. Together, resist their legion. Never stop while I'm still breathing. Forever seen psychotically reading. Forever seen psychotically reading. Documenting their plotting and scheming. Their illogical teaching leave me yearning for a topical preaching. Peeling that, the layers of deception. Mirror traps, untrue directions. Peer through the cracks in succession. Say my prayers, face my reflection. Knowledge of self, power of mind, intellectual wealth. Powers of mind, come off the hour. I see these powers to burn down the tower that threaten mankind. I burn down their tower, I burn down the tower that threaten mankind. Come of the hour, come of the man, come of the an, come of the power. Yo, I look down on three-sided power with the fourth of the triad. With the help of the man like Master Lee, Master 33, come with the flying knee.
The inner devil, man. Pick up the energy, man.
Yeah. Gosh. Yo.
Original. Eleanor Manic. To the lead, mid the jump, from the back to the front, for the bass, it's gonna pump, don't resist, it's what you want. To the lead, mid the jump, from the back to the front, for the bass, it's gonna pump, don't resist, it's what you, yo. Think it's time to go all the way, didn't come this far to go back. Running out of time so we can't delay, we're getting close to making contact. And when we get to know you're gonna pay, can't be precise or exact. But when I pull my finger, wanna know what you pull, but fiction or turn to fact. Could be surprised when the night turns in the day. Took all the scene to overreact. It's nothing new when you know what I'm gonna say. Just gotta relax and kick back. I know it's new to you, but in turn I'ma prove to you. I'ma lay it out flat. Make your choice, raise your voice, raise your take, cause you're the one, you best believe that. Come on, let's break it. Let's take it. Let's do everything they want us to, but fake it. I know you got that buzz all in you, time to wake it. I've seen you come with it before, couldn't mistake it.
Please beware of the dungeon master. Beware of the dungeon master. Evil, twisted, nightmare grapho. Blood drips congealed on the dirt. Forms red mud. Are you feeling the hurt when the carnage occurs? We let the demon speak and then hang on his words. Mesmerized by the evil inside. Hypnotizing all people alive. Energizing the feeble demise. Life in the dungeon's extremely depriving. It's dark in my dungeon. Around every corner the evil's abundant. Hope is redundant. Treacherous being spread the dysfunction. They feed on your soul. For their lunch and get bleeding with gold or prepare for consumption. It's the ravenous huntsman. Right arm hold your carcass triumphant.
Made the appointment, not banding, not leaving. Manic honest, it's no trick or deceiving. Only offering what you'll be needing. Come together as one and this is what we're achieving. The beers are just burn out in your area. Yeah, no say that manic I go my clearia. Me nah got try and make you feel inferior. Screaming out loud and not no say that we be hearing ya. Now boasting me no claim no be superior. Discard what's unimportant and what's trivia. No one, no item panic or hysteria. This is serious. Rise above, enough love, give it.
Educated, nice and articulate, well stated and quite particular. If I wanna turn it up, my bars hit hard like a barbiturate. Knockout, pure petulance, shock out. Cure your restlessness, every single word in a syllable. That's my final will in a testament. Let me manifest secret manuscripts. No hatred if you can't handle it. White flag, they're pretenders. White flag inside the center, yo. Leave a bar that all MCs remember. Lifelong memories. If I can't calm my temper, the fire inside's gonna burn for centuries. Who's that back of the set? Back in the stage I make an MC prayer. Back in the place I'm more live than the rest. Oh, back attendance cause it's back to the best. Oh, well, let me regress. Back in the days when it was all so blessed. You were slacking away, you were sounding a mess. Well, Double L was so fresh. Still stepping, 2021, still repping. Yo, live in the greatest apocalypse ever, tougher than ever. And it's 2021, rise above this second to none. Each and every Friday, 9 p.m. We are 140 BPM with Magics, live on the mix and blend. Double L Manic, tell them again. We come back with a brand new trend, educate them. Listening, yo, what's going on, what's happening? To my left, it's my brethren, MC Manic. Yo, please tell them.
Come crowd round, cause it's never gonna be the same again. Setting new trends, what you looking for has been, has come to pass, has come to end. Them things will never last at a time. Run its course, gonna put it to bed. Enough said, we won't be led. Conform to the norms to the beat said.
Wickedest hits, not bogus. Heaviest shit, no floaters. The vibe provided with a tight rhyme cipher. Direct with the speed of a lotus. No serious, no jokers. It's a serious thing with no jokers, a landslide win with no voters. Lines are tight, flows are robust, so trust we're known by promoters. Heads rolled in for the baseline thing, that's right, they swarm like locusts. We speak and they quote us. Double L speaking, smell the aromas. Double L's cooking, smell the aromas. I make hard things, yes, boners.
Yes, brother.
I forgot it, I had to make that last bit up.
That's what we do. Improvise. Quick.
Yo, it's like once, twice, 3 times slick. Yo, Double L Manic, come back with it.
Crowd round, cause it's never gonna be the same again. Setting new trends, what you're looking for has been, has come to pass, has come to end. Yeah, them things will never last at a time. Run its course, gonna put it to bed, and I've said we won't delay. Conform to the norm, to be dead. Never man a walk to the treacherous path. Clarity in the eye of the storm, peaked on the graph. Went way off the chart. I played my part, no changing it, rearranging it. My life to find peace, arranging it. Get engaged with it. The way I'm gonna sit the backseat, turn around and wasting it. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be. Speak the truth confidently. Found a purpose, found a reason. Ain't trying to call points of pleasing. We don't need them. We don't.
Yo, listen. I oppose all Soviet forces. They could come with their tanks and horses, riding 33 of Bill Gates' Porsches. Rise above is a mental fortress, the most deep in the water enormous, filled with knowledge in multiple sources. They can't storm us, not climbing a pile of glorious corpses. Don't come with the eye of horrors, you still can't see our auras. We hunt rabbit way across the borders, we're the third force installers. The vertical rise installers control the tour right inside the Taurus. Don't mess with my crew like scorchers. It's rise above, please. Extinguish fear when you generate love. It's rise above. MC Manic, rise above. Oma Beats, rise above. Double MC and Manic and Magic's rise above and extinguish fear when we generate love. It's a single candle lights up the darkness. That is the power that we all harness. I won't tell you once or tell you twice. It's 3 times slick and it's Double L here and it's nice and sick. Alright, okay then. And I'll tell you what, let me tell you a new one. Magic's. Rise above won't allow the reset, no, not in a million years. We've shed a million tears, they promoted a million fears. My reptilian senses, my mammalian brain, I combat the Schwabian forces, I am bringing them ultimate pain. Why? I'm an agent of the awakening, transcendental 5D changeling. And I manifest now, right now 3D knee straightening. I remember my past life, and 5,000 before it. I battled these demons 100 times, so I'm coming on to settle this score tip. I'm a worthy adversary, in fact they fear me. Every time I reincarnate on earth, their darkness can't come near me. Why is that? Cause I shine too brightly, a high vibration, daily, nightly, a dire citation. Try to indict me, they wanna silence, de-mic me. Rise above that, yo, they can't endorse that. Walked in the court, wiped the sheet on the doormat. I walked out the court with a brand new format. That's literally what happened. Fuck the Soviet Union, trust me.
Hey, at close range, it might seem strange. In time you'll be glad, cause it's always been waiting for you to reach out and grab. So take the rough with the smooth, take the good with the bad. Stranger than life, living on borrowed time, ignoring the warning signs. Time goes so quick, can't keep up with the design. Shifting in and out, the most can start to get confusing, gets demonstrated if you walk the wrong line. Choose that higher level, choose what's significant. You know that nothing else can come close or compare to what's relevant. I ain't looking for elegance or for grace, put emphasis on your own taste. Pick up the pace in front of your race. Come on!
Various tactics like nanotech and space-age plastic, high-spec chromium magic, fortune sealed by Satan's blacksmith, AI quantum mathematics, foretold by crackpot fanatics, initiate when the 5G's active, and squeeze their grip round the atlas. The first stage of the project, prophesized by sages and prophets, binary code is a timeless logic. When the singularity comes and unites us all together as one, digital individuals together as one, stuck under the thumb, time and space got torn like fabric, burned like acid, high-def graphics. The human race got tamed and placid.
All this time that I've been with you, you say I'll break your confidence down. I don't believe in ya. Think I got an ulterior motive that I'm leaving ya. Can't take me serious, don't leave me, girl. I'm bleeding ya, I'm needing ya. And if you walk out that door, I might re-offend. And if I don't get that call, I know this is the end. Feel them foundations weaken and they start to blend. Then you see me follow suit, I follow. No right or wrong, but the pain and the song, so bomb out the sound system. Me not in now, the sound enough phone to the bank, keep going until me say when. You don't know me, love the sub bass, love the mid, but I can't forget the top end. Everything nice and crisp, you ready for this? You better play the music again. Check carefully, me, I got one end, trouble gum, looking for you in the street. Push along, me tell you keep moving, but you don't want to be feeding the eat. Telling that man I can double up, feeding the sound, we come together. It's a lick, it's a warning. Check it. Incinerate the fire and the man. Gonna turn it up all this end. See me in the tank and the fan. Man again, see bad boy for them. When I raise my voice up on the night, then the crowd and I'm gonna bust for them and tell them too many ends, you want them many men. We're gonna ride it through into the end, yo. Incinerate the fire and the man. Gonna turn it up on this end. See me in the tank and the fan. Man again, see bad boy for them. When I raise my voice up on the night, then the crowd and I'm gonna bust for them. Too many man them. Too many man them.
Wait, now release, cause the filth from the streets increase. I'm on a quest to find inner peace, escaping the belly of the beast. Wait, now release it. You know the secret, they tried hard to conceal it. Wait, it's potent like a dose of iboga. One dose, game over. Deep in the jungle, chilling with the shamans, learning the customs of ancient cultures. Shamanic technology, we fulfill the prophecy. Describe that logically, close your eyes and you might see properly. I said, close your eyes and you might see properly. Wait, now release. The filth on the streets increase. Wait, now release. Okay, yo, I came to the jungle looking for the shamans. Yo, I was like deep in the jungle, knees in the dirt, next to the tribal leader. Speaking the words of the healer, I'm feeding the words. Seeking the teacher vine, the mimosa creeper. MAOI inhibitor, and neovine can't mimic her. Ancient mixture boiled in vinegar, recipe taught by ancient visitor. I'm slipping away when my eyes look through to the clearing. And the sun beats down on my face, I'm feeling what's that in my peripheral hearing. Ingesting the chemical weight gate, ingesting the chemical gateway, ingesting the chemical gateway to exit the physical plane. Listen, okay, the general's here. When the general speaks, it's crystal clear. From our tongue to your eardrum, rise above soldiers, show no fear. I'm a militant man, double L with a militant plan. I'm coming from a different United Kingdom of Orangutan. Yo, the general's back, I'm speaking general facts. Yo, pay your dues like federal taxes, double L's back.
Suddenly woken, and I'm asleep and my eyes wide open. Got a firm grip around my neck, eyes are bonded and I can't be felt like a joking. What do you want from me? Chance to see us come to me, I'm giving it all mine. Yo, everything else is pales in the insignificant, still blind and moving the baseline. Suddenly woken, and I'm asleep and my eyes wide open. Got a firm grip around my neck, eyes are bonded and I can't be felt like a joking. What do you want from me? The chance to see us come to me, I'm giving it all mine. Yo, everything else is pales in the insignificant, still blind and moving the baseline. Still blind and moving the baseline. Still blind and moving the baseline. Still blind and moving the baseline, moving the baseline, moving the bass. Come on!
We have had some new terms, some new
Ramish language.
Ramish vocab has been added in the last 18 months from new happenings, new levels of understanding that we've come to. And every 50 episodes, I think that should become a thing.
Yeah, we do that.
I think it's important that people understand our language because it's, you know, you got to teach people your language, haven't you? When they come
Because you know, we do want to attract new visitors, new viewers, and new you know, regulars. And it's important that they do have a full understanding of everything we talk about because we can't say things plainly and clearly because of Al Gore.
You have to know the dance steps, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Otherwise, you're just going to get flattened on the dance floor. Al Gore's just going to bogle all over you.
He's going to do the foxtrot over your ass.
He's going to do the foxtrot over your ass. S is for. Has anyone got
Sugar
S's?
Mountain.
No, I think we did. Did we do that on the first alphabet?
I don't think we did.
No, do you know what? Because he was called Commander of all data.
Yeah, he was.
Under C, so we might not have been. Yeah, S is for Sugar Mountain. What's Sugar Mountain?
It's Mark Zuckerberg.
Why Zuckerberg?
Because Zucker is
sugar.
Yeah, and
Zuckerberg,
Berg means mountain.
Yeah, in what language?
German.
Yeah.
Yiddish.
Yiddish.
Yiddish,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
And
Which
German.
is half German, half
It's
Israeli.
German as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, S is for Sugar Mountain.
Our friend Mark Zuckerberg.
S is also for Snell.
Yeah, I was
Yeah. Okay,
He's been training hard at the moment.
What?
At Zuckerberg, doing his Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I've seen on social media.
Yeah, I saw someone put a headline.
No,
he
he's
was,
getting flawed. I think that's bullshit. That.
what, you think it's Al Gore?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Well, no, it might not be. It's 100%. That man is not doing any form of Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Get beaten the fuck out, man.
Oh, you'd love to.
But surely he's like going to pay someone like to not beat him up.
Yeah, but then you won't learn anything.
But it just,
When I started Muay Thai, I got kicked the fuck out of. It's the best way to learn. Ask Carl Grease. Carl Grease, though.
yeah. Whole Crease will tell you.
Yeah.
S is for Slick Rick.
Yes.
Yes, we got to big up Slick Rick. And in case anyone hasn't noticed, on the second channel, and this is how you get to the second channel, And people sleep. We've gone over 2,000 subscribers on this one now. The second channel has got all this special edited content on it, and it's all made by this guy called Slick Rick. He's a proper professional graphic designer and video editor, and we are so lucky to have him donating his time for free, because he basically watches all the shows on Friday.
He supports what we do.
He supports what we do. He loves the show, and then he takes his own time to make these really, really nice edits. And I can't say it enough. If you want to show Rise Above to people that are fence sitters or even total normies, it's always better to show them a 5-minute or a 10-minute snippet rather than say, "Oh, here, watch this," and they see like a 3 or 4 hour
stream.
They're never going to watch it. And all of these things, they're actually like annotated with cool thumbnails.
There's no music on there as well.
No, there's no music, and it shows you like what subject they're about, what topic they're about, and they're funny with the thumbnails as well. So
how have we got like nearly 9,000 subscribers on one channel and 2,000 on the other?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, guys, go over there and like subscribe to that channel.
Yeah, because we've got 8.88 thousand subscribers on this channel.
Because if we get multiple strikes on,
we
won't broadcast for safety purposes.
We need support on the other channel. So S is for Slick Rick, and you can support him and us by subscribing to the other channel with all of the other content. And also, worth mentioning, I had this brainstorm. I've got all of this footage of Southeast Asia, which is amazing footage, but I don't really talk on it because I was using the 3D camera. I haven't uploaded it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these videos, and I'm going to put an after voiceover with my own
commentary,
my own special commentary, because I've got a lot to say about Southeast Asia.
I'm sure you have,
and I can't really say it on the street in front of other people. When I've got the camera out,
you have to give it a bit of a like Atram bra.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because I've been studying the clown verse over that part of the creator for a good number of years.
The Asian clown verse.
Yeah, and it's very, very interesting. So all right, we're
a whole different type of occultist over there.
Oh yeah. Like the serpent energy is
equally as fucked up, but
strong there.
That's Full Metal Rabbit. You're an errant, which means you're a problem. Better you just cut it off.
All right, Jason. So S is for simulacrum. If anyone doesn't know what the simulacrum is, it's Arceus' pronunciation of simulacrum. I think that's how we say the word in this country.
Simulacrum, yeah.
Simulacrum. So it's basically, I think it's sort of like
it comes
from the word simulate or simulus, and I believe it's some sort of constant state plural. I've just made that up.
This is a holographic construct.
It's some sort of plural word for something which is all encompassing. So it's not just a simulation; it's a simulacrum. I think I've explained that. That's what. That's what.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah. When you've seen the colourful explosions and the entities and the picture puzzle doorway and the technicolored rabbit hole, and you're flying down that. When you get to the end of all that, and you've really got to the end, there is just a shimmering. And you've seen the massive creator monster thing. There is a shimmering blackness, and it's that is the part which is very scary to some people, and is actually what has been described as being one of the most terrifying things, is to be confronted with absolutely nothing.
Yeah. And that's the ultimate control mechanism, isn't it? Because people are afraid of death. And that veil, that mystery, is never really explained to us truly. And they leave it like that on purpose, so that to maintain and even harness that fear of death.
Yeah.
Because with that fear of death, they can pull off exactly what they've pulled off in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I've made it clear a long time ago that I have no fear of death. Of course, it's going to be a concern to me if I'm confronted with death, but it's not my ultimate fear, because through my own practice, I practice, I guess you could say, acclimatizing myself with that, even the sensation of nothing. So I will use my attention, my consciousness as the affirming force or the light, and I will direct my attention into the body, which is the dark, which is, you could say, death, the matter. And with the balancing of that, you become free. But when you're always projecting into the light all the time, and this is why I often joke about love and light, the love and light brigade ultimately could be, and I think potentially is, the ultimate trick to the recycling.
We could be talking about the fail-safe mechanisms of the loose trap here.
Yeah.
The reset mechanism that tricks us into keep coming back against our will. You know, our best nature is to try and avoid death. That's what's been drummed into the meat suit since it was conceived into the realm. You know, life is short.
I said to you that before, that in esoteric teaching, the humans didn't have the same sense of self, and actually the ego was some kind of artificially inseminated program to give a greater sense of self, because humans actually reached a point where they didn't care if they were alive or not, and then it became non-productive for the factory of life.
Yeah,
for the process. So that is basically, we're going through phases where they have to balance out either being too selfish or too selfless. So you could say it's a fine tuning.
It changes the quality of the loosh, I guess.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
same
and
as
also, yeah, go on.
I was just saying the same as the farmer. You know, when you're farming like a bespoke beef, and you're telling your customers what it's being fed on to get a particular taste of the meat. It's been fed on, organic grass. It's been corn fed or whatever. You know, it's to change the product that's coming out the other end. Maybe the loosh is particularly delicious when we're living on this cycle that we don't realize that we're infinite beings. This is just a temporary meat suit. This is it. When you die, you die. You never see your family and your friends again. They're separate to you. You'll miss them. Maybe that makes the loosh taste better.
Yeah, and going back to this kind of the void or the light. I mean, if you get it wrong, you just get to come back again. So it's not the end of everything. But I will just add, it is said that there will be a percentage that will will be trapped forever somewhere. There is no evolution for them. So there is that potential, and that has been factored in this food chain or ray of creation.
They would be the equivalent of sort of like, a constant stock on a genetic farm.
This is deep.
Yeah, this is deep.
Well, I would actually say, right, that some of these characters behind a lot of what's going on right now, maybe it's them. Maybe they know they're stuck. So therefore, they don't care. There's nowhere for them to go. So why would they? So for most people, they have a conscience, and they have this kind of inner knowing that you should do right by people, because in the end, it will come back to you. Yeah. Like karma. Now, there's some people that just don't have that. Now,
they're like lifers in the prison.
Yeah, if there's no reward for them, because they've literally gone past the threshold of karmic return, that they're stuck, they're trapped for eternity. You can't give them anything that will make them behave themselves. There's no reward for them, so they just do what they want.
Yeah, life is in a prison is the main analogy. People that go into the prison that have got 5 years, they have an incentive to be well behaved, not to get covered in scars, not to get involved in much worse things in prison than they're doing outside because they want to get out. The lifers, they operate on a completely different dynamic. They know they're never going to leave prison. They have practically nothing to lose. And that's why they go around doing whatever they want to the other prisoners. And, we all know about that kind of stuff. So what we could be dealing with, I can't remember who put it like this, but they're saying if this is a simulation, imagine if some people got unplugged in the real world, look like a Matrix thing. If your meat suit got unplugged in the real world or turned off, and your consciousness just got trapped here in this simulation, and you knew that was the case, how would you act? with everyone that was passing through. You know, you would have a level of remorse. You would have complete bitterness, total hopelessness that could turn you.
You'd act like the lifers in jail.
Yeah, act like the lifers in jail, mixed with psychopathy, but also not only that. Think the lifers in jail, they have a bit of extra knowledge about the way that a prison works. Maybe some of them have got deals with the prison guards. Maybe some of them got the prison guards in their pockets, right? But it doesn't compare to the knowledge that these entities have about the realm compared to us. It's no comparison between a freshman in a prison that's just got his butthole widened and a lifer. They're much closer in their knowledge of the prison than we are to the lifers here. I hope I'm getting that right across.
Yeah. What do the lifers do? They get to control everything, don't they? They even control the guards.
Yeah. The guards work for the lifers.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing, because the guards might only work in the prison for 5 years or 10 years, or maybe their whole life. The lifers' lives are infinite in this prison.
Yeah.
Infinite lifers. Yeah, we'll finish at 1.
Did you want to play a video?
No, God Vag was just for a break. I think we might have coined a new term, infinite lifers. This is a good one because it really does describe...
and it explains why, or it explains the trivium of these characters that do the things that they do.
Yeah.
Like, we sit here, we can't believe how somebody would do that. Well, this explains how somebody could do it.
They have absolute remorse for the realm and all of the transient, temporal meat suit ignorant occupants that pass through their infinite prison. King David Icke, as most people know him, he talks about this a lot in the Children of the Matrix book. That what you could be up against with these, he was talking about reptilians back then / Archons. What you could be talking about is recumbent, algorithmic entities. They're actually just sort of like stuck here, running out some awful script, you know.
Apparently, there's a worse place. There's a type of cosmic isolation chamber where, so it would be the equivalent of where you put all the lifers together. So there's no interaction with the those that are transiting through this realm. I guess this would be the equivalent of Steiner's Eighth Sphere. They have to be isolated because they start to contaminate the food chain, the ray of creation.
A bit like where they put all the serial nonces on a certain wing in a prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. This is we're getting down to the nub here. Yeah. If this is a soul prison, okay. See, that's the thing. None of us have ever been on the nonce wing. We haven't even conceived what those monsters are like there. Whoa. Yeah, because that's talked about in the Law of One in the Ra channelings. That there is like there is another, like, I think it talks about another Earth that's just low, that's only lower fourth dimensional entities there, and some higher ones that have basically been quarantined.
Well, think about it. They used to do that to the realm. I mean, there's certain countries or islands where they used to put people that were kind of, they didn't want to contaminate the rest of society.
We've got people viewing from one of those islands right now. We have shitloads of people viewing from a beautiful country now that used to be a prison colony of Mother England. Like,
where they used to send the worst, quote unquote, criminals.
Yeah. Probably all the people that didn't agree with the parasite, just send them to a new island.
Well, I think it's a good kind of working analogy, isn't it? Like, it's a way to have some kind of direct realism. I always try and do that. So if I want to know the kind of mysteries of what's out there in terms of a cosmic level, just scale it down. And this is why the prison is such a good analogy. And also how to escape the prison.
Yeah, as above, so below. And you know what was one of the things that you talked about when you first joined this? It's like, you know, if you're trying to escape a prison, you don't go around telling everyone about it. And you don't do it with everyone else. You usually form a small group of talented people who are going to be instrumental in you breaking out of the prison. There's no one coming along with you that's not helping.
And they've got to be reliable, trustworthy.
Yeah. Hey, and we have to also remember there's a very good chance that many people deserve to be in the prison, and not everyone deserves to escape. So there's a reason for there might be a reason this is a prison.
Yeah, but I just must add to this analogy of the prison, because people sort of will think, well, that means there's only a select few that can escape. Well, that could be the case. It could be at 5% of the world's population at a time, or at any given moment, at any one life cycle. It could just be 5%. But the other thing you have to factor in: what if those that escape, that are on the outside, can either feed back information and data to help others get out in 2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, even better, they intentionally go back into the prison.
That's what I think has already happened. That's why I think we're all sat here, to be honest. You remember I've talked about, and I'll open him up here, I haven't talked about this part of it before. I talked about my oldest memory, which was the recurring memory of having to warn people about some big forthcoming event that's all through my childhood. The recurring dream that I've had for the last sort of 5 to 10 years is about being in a prison. But this, and I've put it down to me spending a lot of time in Southeast Asia because everyone's told about the prisons there. I've seen a couple of them. They're horrific. I haven't been in them, but I've seen them. And I always have the dream of sort of being in this Southeast Asian prison. But the prison has very loose walls, like it's easy to escape. And this is now my recurring dream. I can easily get out of this prison anytime I want. I can outwit the guards, I can escape, I can go back out, and I can even sneak back in without anyone finding that I've gone. And I try to tell everyone else how to get out of the prison. And I show them, look, it's fucking easy. Look. But they're all convinced that as soon as you get out and get caught, you get like another 50 years. And I keep sneaking back in to try and tell people. And this has been my new recurring dream that's been going on for ages. And before I started Rise Above and all this stuff, I was worried that like maybe I was going to have too much. And this dream was a forewarning that I was going to have too much fun in Southeast Asia one time and end up in prison. And I was really worried about this. Don't get me wrong, I like to have a lot of fun, especially when I go to Southeast Asia. And it's very easy to get to prison there. You don't have to do very much. And I was always thinking, is this a forewarning? I've got to be careful. But no, I don't think it is. I think it's a very powerful metaphor.
Yeah.
That the prison is very easy to escape. But many people are too scared about the implications of being caught.
Yeah, and there's also the other thing of some people actually like to be in prison. Some people will deliberately go to prison. Or
some people actually crave it.
Yeah. And then you've got different types of prisons. You've got open prisons. I remember an old friend of mine, he went to an open prison for beating somebody up. And I remember the prison officer said to him, look, if you're going to escape, because there's no walls here, you can just walk out. If you're going to escape, do it around about 4 o'clock because we finish our shift. Now, if you escape earlier, it means we've got to spend all day looking for you, and then we'll get home late. So if you're going to escape, do it around about 4 o'clock. That'll give you the maximum amount of time to get away. And the guard said that to him on his first day.
Why?
Good to know.
Cool guard.
Could have been a setup, but
LFX is saying, give us the answer then, Double L. I mean, what do you want? What's the answer to getting out of the prison? I guess my answer would be that the prison itself is a construct. The prison itself is an egregore. It's like this. My friend in Sweden, who I went to stay with in 2020, when I started to make my expose videos about what's going on, and he taught me all about the Wim Hof breathing. And he'd actually spent time personally with Wim Hof in the snow. You know, he's from that part of the world. And he had spent some time in prison on a bogus charge a couple of weeks. He's a very well together businessman, very super successful. And he said, do you know what? When I was in that prison cell, I actually felt freedom from all the stresses of his multi-million-pound business. He said, when I was in that prison cell, I was freer than anyone. He said, I can go anywhere. He was just using Wim Hof breathing. So he said, I wasn't locked away. They couldn't contain me in that prison cell. He said, they were just containing my meat suit. He said, it was pathetic. He said, I've never been so far when I had all that time to travel. He's talking about astral projecting that he was doing through Wim Hof breathing. And I've seen him do it. He was a monster. He could make himself completely get to the point of passing out, but hold it there and not pass out and leave his body.
That's mad.
Yeah, real powerful. So I thought about this. Yeah, the prison. You know, if it's true that this is a metaphysical farm or a loose harvesting trap, remember, we're living in a spectral frequency realm. That's only happening on one frequency. That's happening from non-physical entities outside of our meat suit realm. What, you think you can't beat that kind of shit with a mental fortress? I guarantee you can. I guarantee you
Just
can.
say no.
Literally, this is all consensual. Every level of, this is why, we try to get away from talking about this stuff every single week because, like I say, I don't want to explain the prison and expand on how it is constructed. The fact is that it's an egregore and it's constructed through our collective thought. And, I guess it's like going to AA. The first thing to admit is that you're living in a fucking loose farm, or this is constructed to drain our energy, whether it be negative or positive. I hope that makes sense in some way.
Yeah,
it's not too abstract.
No. And just to add to that, people often ask the question, why is this sort of knowledge of how to escape, why is it a secret, why, so on and so forth? Why is there good esoteric knowledge that's been occulted? Why is it hidden? Well, honestly, it's not. If you want it, you will find it. You may find it in different ways, but if you really want it, you'll find it. And I guess that is the main part of it. You have to have the will. You have to have the motivation to find it. And until you can develop that amount of will and motivation to find it, I guess you have to keep recycling and suffering.
Well, listen, I mean, it's taken me over 20 years now of daily investigation and sort of dedication to trying to work out some of these things. And we're still here trying to work it out.
Yeah, sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, but I'm just saying the point is that this is the journey. The intent is wanting to get to the bottom of these questions. And it's through this learning that we seek this ascension that we're talking about. Whether you want to put a name on it or a certain religion is really quite irrelevant. As long as you come to this deep understanding of the self, the power of the self, what we really are, what our relationship with the realm is, and what we're doing here, then there is no other goal. So that was me getting serious.
No, mate, no, that's good.
Sorry, Master Lee, go on.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to. It's quite tricky because once you kind of open the door a little bit, you kind of have to.
Yeah, once you're this far in, it's
we've only got like 5 minutes left. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We've really primed the next midweek deep there, which we'll do in the next few weeks. But let's just sort of maybe bring it back down to earth for the last 5 minutes, because we've really gone round it tonight. Our first guest, she was dropping bombs. Then we had some negative feedback and a complaint from Mark. I think in the end we got some common ground. We tried to answer a lot of questions. We left on much better terms than we started, which I think is a bonus.
I tell you, Mark's a warrior because he actually called in.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's the only one that's had the balls to do it.
And that's why, like I said, even though if we weren't agreeing on stuff and I felt like maybe getting a bit accusatory or whatever, I gave him the time and I wanted to properly explain everything that he was concerned about, because it's important. There's nothing here that's happening by an accident. This is everything you're seeing and hearing is a very conscious decision. And I believe in what we're doing here. So I'm always happy to explain it if people actually give that impetus and call us up. It's always better to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on soon? Rise Above next week on 11/11. Let's go. On 11:11, we're having the next Pirate Radio. We will probably, if Master Lee is around, we will have a deep chat at the end in the Power Hour. But the good news is Spitter and Manic are going to be joining us in the studio. You're going to be on the decks?
Yeah, mate.
Sweet. The week after that, let me get this straight. 18, Sheep Farm.
Nice.
Sheep Farm are coming on with a presentation about, guess who? Al Gore.
Interesting.
They've gone in on Al Gore himself. So we've got an Al Gore presentation and a collaboration with Sheep Farm.
I can't wait to see that thumbnail.
On the 18th, the week after that, we're going to have a break. Because like I said, we will have a few more breaks in the run-up to Christmas. So that's what's going on in the next couple of weeks of Rise Above. And there'll be a midweek. When are you next free on a Wednesday night, Master Lee? Any idea?
I would say in 2 weeks.
Okay. We'll aim to do a midweek deep in about 2 weeks' time. Are we going to talk about demonology?
Yeah, I'm still sorting out these Satanists.
Okay, all right. We can have some...
I'm having these conversations and just collating their side of the story. And it'd be very interesting. You'll be very surprised. In fact, I'll just give you a little clue. There are actually some Satanists that are against the New World Order. That are against the Satanists.
Because maybe it doesn't serve them.
Could be.
Well, if they're all about service to self, and the New World Order is not serving them, of course they're going to be against it.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, so it's not all doom and gloom, because even those that are against us, they have enemies as well.
The enemy of thy enemy is thy friend.
Inside the dungeon with Oma Beats. 2018. Double L, why so serious once again? Yo. Educated and articulate, well stated, particular. But if I wanna turn it up, bars hit hard like a barbiturates. Knock out, pure petulance. Shock out, kill your restlessness. Every single word in a syllable, that's my final will in a testament. MCs chat about whips and cars. Me about bars, about pyramids on Mars. Other weird subjects, hidden for years, locked in casks. Strap your protective mask, inform your collective that war is star. It's a harrowing task and I'm swimming in fears on a narrowing path, I'm powering past. These bullshit rappers, I'll devour them last. And they're carrying fast, drop for the top of a towering shaft. Push from the ledge of a soaring peak, shook from the pledge of a war and speak. Close to the edge, the outlook's bleak. Frozen breath, cause the output's weak. Poison dart, straight to the heart, mate. And now a sound boy never wanna partake. It's not a game, in no arcade. I shoot like a cupid, I'm causing them heartache. Cry me a river, it's your last day. I was a sinner, that's in the past, mate. We never talk no more. What's going on that you never wanna parlay? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. No one mentioned, no one named. And I move on the track like a high-speed train. Never derailed by leaf nor rain. Relentless on a long campaign. Darts of fire with a pinpoint aim. My MET, HOD of delivery to bring you the pain. Blood drips, congealed on the dirt. Forms red blood and you're feeling the hurt when the carnage occurs. We let the demons speak and then hang on his words. Mesmerized by the evil inside. Hypnotizing all people alive. Energizing the feeble demise. Life in the dungeon's extremely deprived and it's dark in this dungeon. And right at every corner the evil's abundant. Hope is redundant. These treacherous beings spread the dysfunction. They feed on your soul. For their lunch and get pleaded with gold to prepare for consumption. It's the ravenous huntsman. Right arm hold your carcass triumphant. Right arm hold your carcass triumphant. Yo, Oma Beats, Double L. You know you gotta ask questions, yeah? Live inside the studio is a booth thing. Yo, I ask questions that are the deepest. What is a religious extremist? A terrorist with a Wahhabi thesis or pedo priest? Praying to Jesus, a rabbi, circumcising a penis, gesturing God, acting fiendish, lecturing mums about who is the cleanest, claiming we're equal but acting elitist. Listen up, there's lies in his sermon. Why is that? Your vicar is vermin. Hypocrites ain't hard to determine. You gotta rise up and be wise like a serpent. Beware the Savior serpents who prey on the weak, peddling burden. Dissidents are destined for burning. Indoctrination is different to learning. You know the fables are coded, demons and angels, the meaning's eroded. Reasons moaned by those who devoted, revised, rewrote and promoted. Years past, scriptures unfolded. The names changed but never the motive. Translated, wildly misquoted. Sugar-coated, violent, corrosive notions. Charged with bitter emotions, boarded ships and sail across oceans. Holy books gone bad, their explosions, hiding the text like Trojans. Insidious lines were spoken, indigenous minds were broken. Many tread the path of the chosen, and they step with the hoof of the cloven.
No half-baked bars in this booth. Oma Beats Double L 2018.